Like
Yeah.
I'm like, and the same with my team. Like that's why I don't like have anyone right now, and I'm just like doing it on my own, is because I'm like super particular of like who I want to spend my time with, like and my energy on, you know?
Yeah.
It's important.
And like you said earlier, like I've been in those breakups before, right? Those management breakups.
Yeah, so deep.
So deep.
But like, yeah, I mean, no like, no bad blood at all. It's just very calm.
Gotcha.
Like, and I'm like friends with all of my old managers. Like I could text any of them, and just be like, "How are you?" And it would be completely fine. Because I'm also like not that kind of person to be like.
Exactly. Well, speaking of breakups, have any of your songs in particular been inspired by a breakup? And can you tell us a story about it, please? If not, cool.
A lot of my songs were inspired by like long distance, which is like a million breakups in one. If anyone has ever done long distance, they get it. So yeah, that inspired a lot of my sad era of music.
And so, what was that experience like for you, long distance?
Yeah, it was like not great.
Yeah, definitely not.
But it's fine. I mean, I think like it was important for that time. It kind of like helped me grow up in my own way, instead of like being so attached at such a young age. So yeah, it was good. Yeah. But I mean, as good as it can be. I got a lot of good sad songs out of it, and so I'll keep that for sure.
I think as an artist, that's the one pro of breakups. It's like at least I get something out of it.
I know, actually, though, you have to, otherwise it's wasted sadness for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have any songs in particular that like you think about?
I think my one song, "Call Me," is like very on the nose, and. Also like "All Right," which is the first song I ever put out. That was like a very true, like I was so upset in the studio like that day. It was like one of those stories, and it just like, I think I wrote it in like 10 minutes. Like it was just like so quick, because like that is how I felt in that exact moment. A lot of the times like you'll write songs about like past experiences, trying to like relive those to write it. But that one was like, oh, I'm like going through this right now. Like, and that one and "Call Me" were definitely that. So yeah.
So do you typically live process with music, or do you kind of reflect and then write typically?
I think it just depends. I think sometimes I process it without even realizing I'm processing it because I'm writing about it, if that makes sense. Like, it's almost like a way to be like, oh, that's how I feel, you know? I didn't know that about me, but like, I guess that's what I'm going through right now. Yeah, so it's like a lot of, live processing, I guess. That's a really good way to put it.
So when you listen back to your music, is it like a time machine for you?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I remember every like emotion I felt writing it, and like what I was going through. But it's like so cool that that's what it can be, you know? It's like when you have like a song and you have a memory attached to it. And, like every time you hear it, like takes you back. Yeah, it's like totally the same when you write the song yourself.
Yeah. Is it cathartic too?
Yeah, I mean, I like get really anxious and like depressed if I don't write. After like a few days, if I'm like not actively creating something, like I get so upset, and I'm like, okay, like either I need to like go to the gym or like pick up my guitar and like write something, and create something, or like paint something. Like I just have to do something.